In this video we're going to look at simultaneous equations. Yes, two equations at once. There's two methods for solving these, substitution and elimination. In this video I'll show you the substitution. You can check in the other video for the elimination method. Both will work. It's your preference as to which one you choose to use. So we've given two equations, 3a plus 4b equals 23, and a minus b equals 3. First step, pick either equation, usually I pick the easiest looking one, and solve for one of the variables, or rearrange it. So I might take a look at the second equation here and solve it. It doesn't matter if I rearrange it for a or b, I just want to rearrange it so that it says something like a equals or b equals. And in this case I'm probably just going to say a is equal to 3 plus b. Again, it's minus b on this side of the equation, so as I move it to the other side I have to plus b. So now I've got my rearranged equation. A is equal to 3 plus b. Step number 2. Substitute this equation that we've just found into the first equation, the one that we haven't done yet, the other one. And I want you guys to remember to use brackets here to replace the variable. So what I'm saying is that a is equal to 3 plus b. So in this first equation, instead of writing a, 3a plus 4b equals 23, we're going to replace the a with 3 plus b, because in fact a is equal to 3 plus b, equivalent statements. Now the magic here is that now I've got an equation with only b in it. There's a b in that there and a b here in the second term, so I've got one equation and one variable. I can actually solve for this, versus the first situation as we were given these problems, we had a and b in both of these equations, and you can't solve them like that. You need to narrow it down to just one variable. So, on to step number 3. Expand and solve. So, I'm going to solve for b. If I use my expansion here, remember, timesing whatever's in front of the brackets to everything else, we get 9 plus 3b plus 4b equals 23. Combining like terms here, we get 9 plus 7b is equal to 23. 7b is equal to 23 minus 9. 23 minus 9 is going to be 14, so 7b is equal to 14. 7 times b here, so I'm going to divide away that 7. So I get 14 over 7, which is in fact equal to 2. So b is equal to 2. That's nice. We know one thing now. We know what b is equal to. So our fourth step here is actually to take that answer that we just got and plug it back into the equation that we had rearranged. So I'm going to take b is equal to 2 and substitute it back into this equation here. So a is equal to 3 plus, it used to say b, but now we're going to say 2. A is equal to 3 plus 2. Pretty easy to solve that. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, so a is equal to 5. Now we know what a is, and we know what b is, and that's our final answer. So let's take a look at a second example. Here we've got two new equations, again with a and b, which we cannot solve as they are. So to show you the substitution method again, we're going to pick one of the equations, doesn't matter which one, but we'll pick which one looks easiest to possibly solve for. And if I look at these, I'm thinking the second equation here looks like b might be pretty easy to solve for. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say 4a plus b is equal to 12, and if I rearrange this equation, I'm going to write b is equal to 12 minus 4a. It's plus 4a on the side of the equation, so I need to minus 4a to the other side of the equation. And again, it doesn't matter if you solve for a or b first, you just need one of the letters by themselves. So in this case, b is equal to something. Now we're going to take this that we've solved for. b is equal to 12 minus 4a, and we're going to replace that in the first equation. So where it said 3a minus 5b equals negative 14, I'm now going to replace the b using brackets with 12 minus 4a, bracket. Again, because b from that first equation we've rearranged here, b is equal to 12 minus 4a. I'm going to replace the b with 12 minus 4a. In my third step, I'm going to expand and solve, so 3a minus 5 times 12 is 60. And minus 5, taking the minus with me, minus 5 times minus 4a is going to be positive 20a, is equal to negative 14. So combining like terms, 3a plus 20a is 23a, minus 60 is equal to negative 14. 23a, I'm going to take the minus 60 and add it to the other side. So 60 minus 14 there. So we get 23a is equal to 46. And that's 23 times a, so I'm going to divide to get rid of it. A is equal to 46 divided by 23. So a is equal to 2. Again, good news, we've got one variable, a is equal to 2. So we're going to take that answer, a is equal to 2, and we're going to plug it back in to the equation that we had rearranged previously. So in this case, b is equal to 12 minus 4a. And instead of writing a, I'm going to replace it with a 2. And I'll use brackets there just to remind myself that it's not going to turn into the number 42, but I need to do 4 times 2. So b becomes 12 minus 4 times 2, which is 8. So b is equal to 4. And we have our two answers. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 4. So that is the substitution method for solving